Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Caceres tries making a foray down the right. Van Bouten does really well to win the ball there. And this is Batistuta. Nicked it back promptly. Now, can they get him away? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you can give a goalkeeper, because it speaks to his positioning and his organisational abilities. He's just about the best there is when it comes to claiming crosses and high balls into the box too, and is just the kind of presence that spreads a composure and a confidence to his defence and throughout the team.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He is through here. Raul. Now it's Batistuta. He's picked his way through. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Tries to play it through. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Shoots! In he goes again. Borussia Dortmund so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Look at this. He's having a shot! It's in! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while.
Chance! It's in! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Chance, surely! And another try! Chance again? No.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Raul. That's been won straight back. Batistuta, just skips past his man. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser. And I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Borussia Dortmund are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Roberto Carlos puts his foot on the gas. He can get that clear and smartly reclaimed. And he's well positioned here. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oblak breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And Van Nistelrooy! They've done it! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's got away. No way through, so back it comes. Now it's Messi. And one more try! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Borussia Dortmund really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. It's really well cleared. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible Big chance! Messi! From another planet! About as smooth as it gets! And once more we are all square! You score, we score!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
That was... And the shot! Goal! And they've got their lead back. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pep Guardiola. Number 42, Toure.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back.
Van Nistelrooy! And that would have won it.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
And it's hoisted clear. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Vitinha.
Bangladesh really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
And this is Van Nistelrooy!
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he was quick to react. Searching pass he's played there. No luck with that dink over the top. And time is up. Well, that was intense. An enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Barcelona have opted for a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
Aimed beyond the defence.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued and cut short, unfortunately, by injuries.
I guess you could empathise with that.
Yeah, there's always that element of how good could he have been?
Despite it all, though, he did win 3 European titles and 3 league titles. He was the world champion and all of that in 8.5 years, which says quite a lot about him.
Not bad.
Jorginho is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball, and he's in here! There it is!
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tele. Oh, Red, nice interception. Vitinha. And he cuts out the supply. Barcelona look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Rijkaard. Tele. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Looking for the run. Now it's Forlan. Caceres. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Takes a shot! Caceres. Here's Vitinha. That has been cut short. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
He's tried one! Oh, he's hit the bar! Cross into the box. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? It's a goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nuno Mendes is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Borussia Dortmund can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Cleared without complication. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Pinches it off him. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Rijkaard. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Borussia Dortmund really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Bernardo Silva. Real chance! Oh, that could cost them.
Cristiano Ronaldo clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Substitution.
So here comes a substitution. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Owen. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Pele. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And time is up. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already.
Dortmund against Milan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And here's Bernardo Silva. Royce. Now this could be a chance. Cannavaro gets a foot in here. Oh, it's Scholes. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes! And it's in! Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that is having a shot! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Kimmich. He might be in here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were... Rummenigge! Oh, how's that for a goal? About as smooth as it gets! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it again. Vitinha. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Cleared without complication. Bernardo Silva. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vitinha, some really good ball movement. Now it's Messi. And one more try!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
This possibly the last play of the half. And it's been taken short. And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Borussia Dortmund really are lucky not to be down by more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something a little
Those
special
of you making their
to
way
lift
home
these
on
players.
public
Otherwise,
transportation today,
this
please
one's as
watch
good
the
as done.
screen for train departure times from all local major stations.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal.
Royce gets Royce! Oh, it's come loose. Applies the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Cross goes in there. Big header! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's gone looking for safety. And this is Scholes. Decent chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that is a little undercooked. Just about up to the hour now. Messi gets into a good position. Chance for a shot! Great football, shot and save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now? Well, and a chance! Oh, brilliant save!
Borussia Dortmund really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Corner number 3 coming up. Climbs up big! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Rummenigge does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Great vision. And that's a dangerous ball. Rijkaard. It's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he welcomes it in. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Royce goes steaming forward. Rummenigge. Rummenigge charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's beaten the last man. He's going for goal! Rummenigge! That is just brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order.
78 minutes is...
Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan are having a ball here. And it's Bellingham. And he lines up a cross. Van Dijk gets it clear.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 23, Vitinha. Coming on to replace him is
Kukçu.
number 18,
Spread
Kukçu.
neatly.
There will be
Cleared
5
away.
minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Royce, he is through here. That's a decent clearance. And that will be it. Borussia Dortmund cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling at times. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody,
stadium,
and
and the
welcome
players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go
Milan
any minute now.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations...
He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Raul. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now then, the ball's come loose. Lovely bit of skill. Caceres defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well read, nice interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Van Basten, he has found the way through. Chance! Goal! Milan! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number...
Great chance! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Now it's Villa. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Taken back almost at once. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's very neat. Well, that's a little loose. Now it's Raul. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Looking for the run.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's running through. Shoots! That's another chance. And he hits the net. They are really purring here. And they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Van Basten. And they win it back again. And he's worked it through. Now it's Villa. And this is Van Basten. He's having a shot! Pele. Now it's Cristiano
There will be 3
Ronaldo.
minutes added
It's
time.
a sharp little ball here. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Cristiano. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've got to be quick to recover this. Rijkaard. And there's the end of the first half. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing. Keep it cosy. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford...
Messi! And it's in! The second half sparked straight into life. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
It's Rivaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Pelé. And here's Vitinha.
Borussia Dortmund have certainly changed the dynamic, but I'm not quite sure whether we're going to get patience or impatience now.
That's a good ball. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We have ourselves a real game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Vitinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, good ball. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
That is a great pick out. That's an excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Bernardo Silva. Into the last quarter of an hour. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Aimed beyond the defence. Good read, needed to be. Van Basten gets rid without sophistication. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Substitution.
Now the balls could be danger here. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, important interception. Vitinha. Now it's Pelé. Big chance! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Substitutions taking place.
Turn the game on its head. Now can they hold out?
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find it necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Right card. That's that, the end. Borussia Dortmund have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Noise is just about reaching the crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Borussia Dortmund.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now it's Pelé. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nuno Mendes. Knocks it into space. Marquinhos cuts out the pass. And this is Ronaldo, and this Pelé! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. The breakthrough strike. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Good chance here! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. Pelé. Borussia Dortmund looking to pass their way through. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Vitinha is the team's great visionary. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. That's really well manoeuvred. Marquinhos did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ooh, perfectly measured that. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Messi. Marquinhos. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. He's having a go! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Tries to thread one through. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Cantona with the short one. Now the cross, up he goes!
There will be 1 minute added time.
Decent enough try. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Borussia Dortmund really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Borussia Dortmund can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So we're just... Decent chance! No mistake! mistake. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of...
He's having a shot! He's been it all right! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Shapes to shoot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. Cantona goes short. Costa Curta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cristiano Ronaldo. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep...
And Batistuta! Batistuta finds himself offside.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement.
Could be danger here! Now, can he find a finish? Real chance! Ronaldo gets flagged offside. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well read, nice interception. Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Mbappe, who has set up 2 goals. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well, they've got it again. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Vitinha. And this is Ronaldo.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
There could be trouble here. Can he get on the end of this?
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Mbappe might just make this, and there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Borussia Dortmund finding their passes. And time is up. Borussia Dortmund illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good.